With all the classic hits of the past decades getting remasters, we knew it would only be a matter of time before this critically acclaimed game would finally get its turn. Look at all those polygons. All 5 of them. Just because the launcher looks better, don't expect to have a better looking game. While this game might be graphically better compared to the 1999 original, only the character models, portraits, the first cutscene, and an AI upscaled background were improved.
Disappointed!
Yep, disappointed is an understatement. It's a well-known fact that all games that start at the beach end up either being good or great. That's just straight up facts. From Kingdom Hearts to Final Fantasy X, all the way to some of these other games that I haven't played at all. They all called forth our love for the sea and all that glimmers beyond it. Chrono Cross's El Nido archipelago is no exception. It is well designed and is one of the best looking PlayStation 1 environments to date. From lush forests to poisonous swamps, all the way to the ever scenic beaches. It just makes you wonder how beautiful it would have been had it been remade properly. The writing, just like the title Squaresoft released during this era, remains to be one of the best. Playing this back in the year 2000 or 2001, when I was maybe 10 years old, I could have never fully appreciated the story the writers have crafted. Imagine choosing between saving a girl who you barely even know, and oh yeah, apparently is a thief, or killing off an entire ecosystem. I just wish they doubled down on the decision-making aspect, as there isn't nearly enough of it after the first 15 or so hours. Still, replaying it now with a fully developed brain is highly recommended. For those of you who live under a rock and have never heard of the Chrono series, it sort of involves time travel and alternate realities. What sets it apart from Chrono Trigger, and most RPGs for that matter, is that Cross has 45 playable characters. 45, and not all of them can be acquired in one playthrough. Factor in 40 to 50 hours per run and 12 possible endings. Be ready to put over 100 hours of gameplay to see everything this game has to offer. The amount of character variety, while loved by many, is scorned by a select few. It left players wanting a deeper connection and backstory for a majority of the cast. I still believe going the multiple character route was the correct one, as it set itself apart from every other RPG of that time. Chrono Cross's combat mechanics are certainly one of a kind. Cross features a stamina system, skill combos, and easily avoidable enemies. No more surprise battles that come out of nowhere. While that may not be unique now, it certainly was back in 1999. You start off with a light, medium, and heavy attack, each with varying chances to hit. Land your attacks enough times, and you get access to elements. Elements could either be a magic spell, unique tech skill, consumable, or summon. Being able to only use these elements once in a battle creates a unique layer of strategy. This may be a breath of fresh air when compared to RPGs of the era. However, it made the 40 plus characters you recruit very samey and unremarkable. Also, no experience points. This is one of the few JRPGs where you can't grind. No other RPG that I know of has tried to emulate Cross's combat. Say what you want about Chrono Cross being let down because of the shadow of Chrono Trigger's success, but Yasunori Mitsuda's music in this game is legendary. I've yet to see another game whose songs give you an unhealthy amount of nostalgia. Although this version of the game introduces several new songs, you only get to hear it on the launcher. Not a big issue though, because Chrono Cross's soundtrack is still god tier even to this very day. For graphics this bad, you'd expect to run this at least 10,000 FPS, right? Wrong. Still run on an emulator engine. This will tax your CPU, especially if you have a prehistoric rig like mine. Thankfully, we have modders to the rescue, and by applying special case fix, you're able to run this thing at a more respectable frame rate. This visual novel includes plot bridges to connect the gap between Trigger and Cross, but I really couldn't care to put more than 10 minutes into this. Were visual novels really this bad back then? Comparing it to the VNs of today, I would have to give it a 1 out of 10. Play it if you like reading books. Chrono Cross was not the Trigger sequel we all wanted, and it doesn't try to be. If we all just forgot that Chrono Trigger existed, a lot more people would have appreciated this game for what it really is. An RPG masterpiece. Still, is this the remake we all wanted? No. Mobile games nowadays have better graphics. But like I always say on this channel, better graphics isn't always equal better game. The ambiance, the story, and the legendary music still makes this an entertaining game to play. Does it hold up to 2022 standards though? That's up for debate. For me, nostalgia can only take a game so far, and there are so many more current games that you can spend hundreds of hours on. If you don't mind the dated graphics and gameplay, go check out Chrono Cross Radical Dreamers Edition. Thank you for watching, friend. If you disagree with anything I said, hit me up on the comment section below. Like and subscribe for 50 years of good luck.